People, big game, huh? Man, is it raining, eh? I'm sitting here, they've just put the Marseille on, so damn. This one's gonna be massive. Who are we picking? Who's got Scotland? Who's got France but by less than 21? Anybody picking France by a cricket score? Wet conditions may not be the best for accumulating heaps of points, eh? Anyway, we will see how things go. Think of the Bulls and Sharks game. Yeah, the Sharks gave them a bit of a hiding, eh? John says, come on, Scotland. Martin, France. Lucas, France. Hunter, Scotland. Rand says France by 7. James has got France by 17. Nathan, yeah, I'll tell you when they kick off so you can kind of sync up. I should be behind most people because I'm streaming it rather than watching it on the like broadcast TV, if that makes sense. Scotland will win, says Can. Scotland by 5, says Edwin. Are they showing the South African games in New Zealand? Quasi. They didn't have it on the broadcast schedule. It said Force against Brumbies highlights, but when I turned it on, it was the South African game, the post-match, so God only knows. Serge is confident for the Scots, I guess. Bruce, Scotland score a game-winning try in the last minute, much like what the French did in that last game against Wales. France by 22, says Olivier. Just by 22. That'll be putting it pretty close. Bonjour, Jorge. How's it going? Owen, hope the Welsh get the higher Six Nations finish. Will I watch the Guinness Profile Team final? Yes, mate, I think I will. That one is on tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock my time, so that's doable. That is doable. 23-17 to Scotland. Nathan. Scotland hasn't beaten France in Paris since 1999. Cheers, man. How's it going? Morning, Al. Justin says he hopes Scotland wins. I says France by 12. Allez les petits. Is that a thing? Not allez le bleu? Jose is supporting France. Hey, good on you, man. Almost getting ready. Wayne Barnes is looking a forlorn figure. Very serious. Hoggy's got the ball. Get ready, people. Wayne Barnes is blowing the whistle. And we have kickoff underway. France should focus on winning the game only, says Lorenzo. Yeah, if they start trying to win by a massive margin, they might make mistakes. You're right. Good chance for Scotland early in France's half. But interesting camera work. Alain Le Petit was from a famous journalist supporter. Is that a nickname for the French team? Le Petit? Really? Hit the like button, Quasi. Good man. Oh, France are taking it quickly on their own goal line. Maybe France really want to play this game at pace and try and tire the Scots out? I don't know. Man, have we had any stoppages yet? The rain looks torrential. The rain really looks very heavy. This game will get messy. They're soaked. Yeah, you're right, Mr. Fantastic Man. It looks like it's absolutely piddling down because remember, it's always worse than what you can see on the TV camera. It's always much worse. If you guys are looking to sync up, I've just hit 2 minutes right now, so I'm probably behind a few of you, so I don't know. Tim, man, good day. How's it going, buddy? How's it going? You back in France because they're in white today as an England man? Oh, Quasi, bro. Thank you, man. I'm only drinking water today because it's just hit 9 o'clock in the morning. Thank you, bud. Oh, and Angus. Angus says, only here briefly because I need to go and be overexcited at the television, but great to have a game. Have a cold one when you can. Thank you, Angus, bro. This evening I will be having a cold one. For now, it's water, but thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Hopefully it's a good game. Cheers, man. Enjoy. Marchand is drying the ball off. Trying to anyway, because it's so heavy, that rain. It'll make line-out time difficult. They've taken it, though, safely. Nearly a minute behind the BBC, Daniel. Okay. Try not to spoil me if you can, but I'll try to keep my eyes more on the TV than on the chat. Oh, France have just knocked it on. If it's nearly a minute, it's probably more like 45, 50 seconds because there's a delay from what I say hitting you of about 10 to 15 seconds, I think. Who have you guys got as commentary? I've got Royal Nugent. Nice kick into touch from Intermuck. No, I don't want Wales to win, but kind of want Scotland to win, so it's hard to support France. It's a complex situation to be an England fan right now, man. Neil, I have just hit 4 minutes right now, so you can let me know if I'm behind, ahead. I'm definitely behind. Andrew Cotter, okay. Scottish blokes commentary. Andrew Cotter and Chris Patterson. Okay, now I got Royal Nugent, and I don't know who the second guy is yet. They hasn't really had a chance to talk. You got 2 silly Italians commentating Lorenzo. I might take that. Okay, pretty tentative start. 4.5 minutes. Yeah, Royal Nugent's just called it cagey. I'm more or less in sync with you, Ren. That's good. I like it when it's approximately in sync. Worst is if I'm miles ahead, then I just drop spoilers like crazy, which is no good. Come on, Scotland, says Chester. Still 0-0. So far, the Scottish line-out's operating better than the previous time Turner started. Oh, Doulan's knocked that one forward. The high ball's gonna be tricky with the weather. Jezza, you're in sync. Good man. Five minutes in, and my commentator just mentioned that Finn Russell is unpredictable. Didn't take long. How long until he says you don't know which French team's going to show up, or is that saying out of fashion now that because they are more consistent? Oh man, what a take from Intermuck. Not Intermuck, Fiku, bloody hell. What a take that was. France are really on the attack now. The rain, I think I've overdone it with the France prediction by more like 10. Yeah, the rain's going to make it tricky. Ooh, did Duhan... He's trapped. Did he take it back? I think he took it back. 5 metre scrum, France. Whew. Lagged my stream by 45 seconds out of courtesy to syncing. Oh, good man. Reece Zammit or Johnny May on the wing on 4 man. You'd have to go. Reece Zammit, surely. Big scrum here, folks. Here on ESPN, start the transmission. So beginning on minute 6. That's not ideal. Big scrum. French pack's going forward, they got advantage. What are they going to do? Into mark. Bit of a weird kick, but straight to hog. Scott here, any idea why the Irish provinces dominate club rugby at international level? It's almost par. Tommy, yeah, that's a weird one. And also in recent years, like none of the Welsh provinces, are they called provinces, franchises, regions? None of them have been doing any good, but the Welsh team's been phenomenal. It's bizarre. It's bizarre. Right, France are opting for the 3, so surely regions. Thank you, Mr. Washman. I wasn't franchises. Franchises is New Zealand. Regions is Wales, provinces is Ireland. 3-0. Taking the points. Ireland always had provinces before the professional game. Yes, that's true. It's kind of easier then to switch. Wales didn't, that's right, Lorenzo, and I think that's been a bit of a point of pain for some of the teams when they were formed. New Zealand had that a bit to a degree. Traditional rivals had to become franchises, so there's been a bit of a lack of buy-in from some people. Pinot did well to get that kick, but he's been dragged into touch. And the coaching in Wales, certainly in Cardiff, out of ideas, but improving out our young is back. Good, man. Kia ora, William, with the Buffalo Sabres logo. Yeah, it's been pretty cagey 10 minutes. Where can I watch for free, Nicholas? If you are in France, it's on France 2. If you're in England, it's on the BBC. Ooh, knocked it on. Supporting Scotland, Luke. I pulled the jersey out, and this was the first one, so that's the one I put on. Big issue with Wales as we're regionalised. Originally 5 regions, but Celtic Warriors folded. So rivals had to join. Yeah, that's not usually a good thing. Scotland opting for touch. Looks a bit greasy indeed. Yeah. He's taking ages to dry that ball. Fair enough. It still looks pretty wet. Big line out. Does France contest? Nope. They set for the maul. Whoa. Big French defense. There goes Turner. Dupont's got him. Whoa, Scotland are very close. And they got advantage. I can't take my eyes off the screen. I've brought the small TV a lot closer to me, so I should be able to see more now. Whoa. There was Intermark in there. Chris Harris. Fiku's got him. Oh, Fiku stripped him. Back for the penalty. Whew. I wish the watchman. Did you hear that? Yeah, my kids are through the other door. Roberto, good man. You're in sync. I'm at 12:50 at the moment. There goes Scotland, says Daniel Beth. Mr. Welsh Washman feels a try coming soon. Another line out. Did France contest this one or just set for the maul again? Probably just set for the maul. Looked uncontested from that angle. Here it comes. Down by blue. Turner. Jeez, he's only a metre out. Watson. He's going to be held up. A try. How the hell did he see that? Whoa. John says that was a double movement. What do I think of Danny Cipriani joining Bath? That's good news. Yeah, I saw that. Oh. Okay. I don't know if that's because they showed it in slow motion there, but there seemed to be a bit of a delay between putting the ball down and then getting kind of shoved forwards, right? Yee. Okay. Barnes again, I know. What's up, man? I guess Barnes can say he was there and he could see it clearer than anybody else, but it didn't look good in slow motion anyway. Did not look good. Anyway. Look at double movement, but Ollie's not complaining. Yeah. What the hell? Did Ollie Price just put that on top of the scrum? Scrum's gone down. Wayne Barnes still wants it out. So far, Scotland are doing pretty well. That's a hell of a kick. Man, the Scottish defence was up quick, putting them under all kinds of pressure. Oh, they've got the penalty as well. Jeez. Definitely take this. Scotland playing well so far, says Wales. Indeed. This is going to be very encouraging for Wales fans at the minute, because that's a heck of a bit of work for France to come back on, especially in the wet. We will see. Have I been watching the South American Rugby League? No, I haven't. I've seen a little bit of it on Twitter, just some of the news, but I haven't actually seen any of the games as yet. Man. Lazy runners from France. Yeah, they could have been a bit more urgent there, to be fair. Doolan's running it back again. Gives it to Fiku. Telfafanua. Oh, that's Ribage. Telfafanua's not even playing. What am I on about? It's still too early in the morning. Oh, Marchand. Oh, and they've lost it forward. Oh, it was off a foot. Okay. Jeez, this game. Morning from Sydney, Banjo. How's it, man? Scotland's kicking has been pretty bloody good. Was that Hogg? Man, what's a kick. What a effing kick. Exactly right, Rand. Someone said the N-word. Yeah, I blocked them, Coconut. The boot on the lad is right, man. Stuart Hogg's got a hell of a boot on him. Oh, what a tackle. But they had advantage. Finn Russell scores a spectator's try, but there's no spectator, so it doesn't even count as that. Oh, jeez, it'll be gone because I blocked it. Joseph. With that question. Do you think Six Nations would be more interesting with promotion, relegation? Cheers, man. Thank you for the donation. It it always adds more to a competition when there's a bit of interest at the bottom, right? Because nobody wants to be in that promotion relegation, the relegation fight. But I don't think it can happen the way the Six Nations is set up at the moment. In terms of the ownership and like the finances, there's no way Italy would be replaced by anybody. But at the moment, Italy's in an awkward position of being too bad for the Six Nations, but too good for every other competition. So, yeah. But I do like, one thing I do like about the Premiership is that the bottom of the table is still interesting. Like Super Rugby, which has been my bread and butter for years, you would know after like, I don't know, the first 6 games, my team's done for the year. So there's less engagement. But anyway, some people say it leads to more attack in rugby, having no relegation. So Italy are too good for the bottom leagues, says Rand, and I agree. Italy would smash it everywhere else. It's just an awkward position. We just got to have faith that they'll get better. What about including Fiji and base their home game in Europe? I suppose you could do that. Fiji need a competition, just like Japan need a competition, really more at their level, but the location is a wee bit awkward, eh? Surely they'd be a better fit in the Rugby Championship. Critique says merci. Don't know what I did, but 22 minutes in, big French scrum under pressure. Holy smokes, man! The Scots are fired up. France are under the pump. Italy should join the Rugby Championship. So instead of France, England, Wales, Scotland, Ireland, you give them the All Blacks, the Springboks, the Wallabies and the Pumas. Six Nations should be European teams only. I kind of agree with that, Adam. I think it's one of the special things about it is you guys, apart from the pandemic, get so many travelling fans, right? It's such a huge thing. Like the crowd is like one of the best things about the Six Nations. We don't have the travelling fans in the Rugby Championship because our countries are so far apart. Obviously, there's a lot of Kiwis based in Australia. There's a lot of South Africans in New Zealand, but it's not the same. Not the same. Give the guy a thumbs up to help Mr. 2 Cents out. Nathan, that's a good idea. But stop start, eh? April Tui, it's been a tentative start. Good morning, by the way. France are looking under a wee bit of pressure. Scotland are fired up. Their kicking game is putting France down the wrong end of the field from a French point of view. Georgia should be added, says Quasi. Georgia are ones that need a more fitting competition as well. Heinrich, I'm using Sky Sports, which is the paid service. I've paid for it here in New Zealand, so... Man, Turner's having a lot of runs for Scotland, eh? Russell back to Richie. Feeling is okay in Wales at the moment. Yeah, if you're Welsh, you're feeling pretty comfortable. Ran, I am at 24-15. France have just won a penalty at the breakdown. I think it was Marchand who got that one. Doze says now it's time to play for France. They need a momentum shift. I agree. They've been down their own half far too long. Japanese players really benefited from Super Rugby. Now it's not there. Japanese rugby suffering from it. James, the Sunwolves were a weird one in Super Rugby in that the early years they did put a lot of players into the competition, like a lot of Japanese players, but they were kind of having to beg the top league teams to release their players. Some of the teams would, some of them wouldn't. And by the last couple of years, the majority of the Sunwolves was made up of kind of imported foreign players that wasn't the best. But the attendance was amazing. The Sunwolves crowd was always one of the best in Super Rugby, funnily enough. One minute behind. Yeah. I'm streaming it and I'm down the other side of the world, so I guess that accounts for it. Always if you watch on the TV broadcast instead of the streaming broadcast, it's faster. Sunwolves, they wouldn't pay the players. The players were expected their top league teams to play there. So the top league teams had to be generous to let their players play and pay them. So it was a bit of a weird one. Oh, France. Big scrum penalty there. Momentum shift. But they want to take 3. Mark thinks Scotland's not going to be able to keep this pace up for the majority of the game. You might be right. I don't think it'll be good if your stream was faster than the iPlayer. Yeah, exactly, Rage Quit. I would much rather me be behind you guys than you guys be behind me, because if I'm spoiling, then you guys essentially can't watch. He should kick this, surely. Straight out in front. Boomfa. 6 points. Price, slow. This costs us a penalty again. The raise does seem to have eased off, Lorenzo? It seems to be not raining. Obviously, it'll still be wet, but it's not raining. Oh, Scotland just conceded another penalty. Bloody hell. Joel, cheers, man. I am Welsh. As Welsh, I'm rooting for Scotland to win tonight. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. You'll still be feeling pretty comfortable so far, but there's still a lot of rugby to be played. Man, if France score here again, they really have turned things around. More time. They got advantage again. Is a bit concerning for Scotland. Encouraging if you're French. Dupont, Ficou off his wing. Into Mark. Dula. Pinot. Lost the ball. Back for the penalty. Neil, small clip of you was on World Rugby's new video. I saw that actually. Rodri and a few others pointed it out to me. That's pretty crazy, eh? Oh, it's really piddling down again now. The rain's really coming down. Oh, Pinot's got a blood nose as well. He must have taken a whack. What happened to him? Did he fall onto... he fell onto Watson's knee, maybe? Oh, man. Pinot's pissing blood out his nose. Excuse my language. Ouch is right. French underestimate how much second place means to us Scots. That'd be a big campaign, man. If we can get second. Finn Russell for Lions 10. Oh, yeah. Sexton's coming into form, though. Tommy's right. For all the criticism of him in the last few games, he was really looking pretty good. Late to the party, just in from work. Allard, good, man. Yeah, half an hour in. All the momentum with Scotland early. And then it has thoroughly shifted France's way at the minute. Scotland have conceded about the last 4 or 5 penalties. If they concede another one, you get a feeling Wayne Barnes might be either warning or getting the card out. There goes Bay. Finn Russell won't even get in the squad. Yeah, he plays for the wrong country for Gatland's liking, doesn't he? Ooh, they look like they lost it forward. No, Wayne Barnes sends it backwards. Bloody hell, how many phases is this? They got advantage again. This could be trouble. Shonik, man, how's it going? Viable solutions. Barnes needs to get the yellow cards out. It's been how many? 5 in a row? I would have thought... Has he won them? They're going for scrums now. Talking about Genge and his elbows on Sexton. Apparently that clip, prior to that clip, you can see Sexton is holding Genge in. But it doesn't excuse it, eh? It was pretty poor. Walsh obviously wants Scotland to win. France has always been your second team, so you're a bit torn. Also, hi, how's it going? What did Genge do? Sexton held him in at the base of a ruck, which was just like people were standing up, and Genge just like laid into him with like his elbows to try and get him to release. And then Sexton goes over to the ref and was like, he's been elbowing me in the face, and Genge is like, yeah, I did. You're torn, but your girlfriend is French. Then you gotta back France, man. Keep your missus happy. I don't want to speak too early, but if France weren't winning by 6 at halftime, I can't see them winning by 21 at full time. Big scrum here. Gotta use it. Can't take my eyes off it. Alad, holy shit. Excuse language. Holy sugar, man. Did you get a bonus or something at work? Have a good weekend. Here's to a good weekend of rugby. I wish this was alcohol, but it's still too early in the morning. Cheers, man. That's unbelievable. I'll have to name part of my couch after you as well. My couch, which is arriving today. Finally ordered a bloody couch. Thank you, man. Far too kind, bro. Appreciate it. Can buy a house with that in New Zealand. No, unfortunately, but it's gonna help with my couch. I've been sitting, like, you wouldn't believe the setup I've got here. I've got my TV, which is the 20 little inch baby, is on a chair about 1 meter from me. My laptop is on a kid's table with a kid's chair on it, and then I've got a bedside table with your camera and the microphone on it. So it's all very ad hoc at the moment. Just the pillow was cool. Okay. I'll send you a picture of the pillow, which is, do I call it Ella? Do I call it Scarlet's? Do I need to get a Scarlet's pillow? Scotland have conceded another penalty. For a high tackle. Another scrum. Yeah, I can't believe Barnes hasn't had a pretty stern word at the moment, to be honest. It's bizarre. How have they not had a card? Elliot, I also don't understand. It's standard practice, right? Multiple penalties in the red zone, and then you get a warning at least, and then a card. What am I sitting on? I'm sitting on an office chair, but it's doing my back in, so I'm changing position. I've got to give this chair back next week. Scrum again. The scrum's holding. Aldrit, Dupont, big pass. Pinot. Oh, Doolan. Far out. That was coming, man. That was coming for ages. Finally, France get that one. That's the first one that they needed. Whew. Pinot sending Duhan van der Merwe to the shops there. Yeah, he did go rather far to the side. That was coming. That's right, man. That was coming. Doolan loves screwing the Celtic. Is it Celtic or Celtic? Celtic, isn't it? Nations. He did it last week. He's done it this week again. They still need 3 more, and then they still need a lot more points. So it's it's the second lead change of the match. Damn, says Fleshin, just tune in to France score. It's all your fault, Fleshin. It's all your fault. What a kick. $13. Joseph, thank you, brother. Why is rugby considered a posh sport in most of the world? I think because mostly it's played by private schools, right? In New Zealand, I guess part of the reason we're so good at it is it's the everyman sport. It's not a posh sport. Like soccer, if anything, football is more posh. Sailing is obviously more posh again, but yeah, it's Yeah, I think in Wales it's also the kind of working man's sport, but in a lot of places, rugby is more of a private school game. That's my understanding anyway. Historically a gentleman's game. There you go. Just got here for the France try. Good morning, Mike. Yeah, man, what a try. They needed it. It was coming. They finally got it. What is this buy me a coffee thing and how do I find yours? Buymeacoffee.com/2centsrugby, I think. That one is like another way. Because some people were like, I don't want to sign up to Patreon because it's regular donations. I just want to give you a few bucks for some beers. That's the way. In Wales, it's a working man's sport. Yeah, quasi, that's my understanding as well. Get the yellows out, Barnsey. Oh, nah, he's determined not to card anybody in this game, I think. Jesus, a lot of penalties in a row for Scotland, man, I gotta say. It's a lot of penalties in a row. Dark Matter, man, how's it going? You're right about the posh thing. Itoje, Billy, all went to the same school as Winston Churchill. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, whereas in New Zealand, it's often the posh schools that end up playing like the not posh schools as well. Although, to be fair, a lot of the posh schools actually recruit really well for schoolboy rugby because they've got scholarships to offer. Oh my goodness, Scotland are under all kinds of pressure here. DuPont with a huge pass to Pinot. Finn Russell's got him. Vakatawa, he's been pretty quiet. Ireland is considered a posh sport mainly by the rich Protestants, but these days it's an everyday sport, but it won't ever surpass Gaelic football. Yeah, that's your kind of core sport, isn't it? Here comes a card. Oh, and there's some push and shove. Handbags. Oh, goodness me, it's all on. It's all on. Was that like Russell pushing DuPont and all the forwards are just like, come on, boys. Like, nah. Settle down. What's Wayne Barnesy going to say? Is anybody getting the card? Shane, I'm at 39.58. Looks like Stuart Hogg's about to get a yellow card. $10, so they'll start the second half with a man down. Started so well, says John. Yeah, it's kind of gone to custard ever since that French breakdown penalty on 25 minutes. It's just switched the momentum all round. But yeah, the gap is only 3 points. In South Africa, it's played by everyone irrespective of class. You could be a public school scholar, a private school one. It's loving the game point of view. Becoming a pro where the difference is. Big throw. Oh, they've knocked it forward. That's a big let off for Scotland. Okay. April, my phone has just buzzed to say you bought me 10 beers for the sofa fund. Well, I've got the sofa coming today. I finally ordered a sofa. Finally. So, yes, I will have a place to rest my behind. We'll see how it goes. How you going? Tough time. So be careful with all the chords. What are the kids doing? Playing. Okay. You don't have to whisper. Camera is there. If you want to go there, you'll probably briefly be on the camera.
What?
Oh, just you're funny. Thank you for that, April. I will, one of the cushions will have to be the April. Less of a fee there, that's right. They don't take as much of a cut as YouTube does, but anyway. Appreciate that. The couch is supposed to be here anytime from 11, and it's currently 9:48, so I'm kind of hoping they come after the game. Let us see what the stats are saying. What are we saying? Possession. Possession finishes at halftime 58-42 to France. Territory is 50-50. What else have we got? Time in opposition 22. 4 minutes 17 seconds for France. 1 minute 43 seconds for Scotland. And yet the difference is only 3 points, folks. Handling errors is 5-3, which is not that high considering the weather, eh? Not too bad. So tomorrow you have a couch for the Pro 14 final. Jezza, yes, that is the plan. That is the plan. Oh, Element, don't worry about it, bro. I'm not fussed. I like the fact that also, you know, if you guys do it on here, everybody sees it and it becomes a thing, and then I can do like this, like for Mr. Welshman. I can pop it on the screen, give you guys your shout out, man. It's the least I can do. What else can I do, right? Beer Fund final score prediction. I hate making score predictions. I will say, and thank you for the Beer Fund. I did predict, and this is before I knew it was piddling down, I did predict France by a pretty solid like 17 on Super Brew. That may sound like a lot, but I was thinking Scots got a few of their players out. They're at home, the French, they're going to be fired up, so maybe. Rodri, hi Mark, not watching the stream, but you have the right shirt on. Oh, I could have worn that one. Could have worn that one. As Mr. Nice and Sleazy says, you look better in red. Rugby Fed, I am drinking water, man. It's 9:50 in the morning. It's a wee bit early for the beers, I gotta say. Big V8 show, it's almost 5 a.m. here. Why am I watching 30 men chase a rubber egg? Because you love it. Because you love it, man. How's it going in Hong Kong? April Tui hit the like button. Good. Thank you for that, April Tui. Don't know, I think, well, France by 5-10. With the conditions and the way Scotland's been fired up, 5-10 does seem more realistic. 17 seems a bit much, but still 40 minutes to play. Yeah, you drink a beer for me, mate. How do I say your name? Is it Kieran? Irish names, man, I swear, of all the names in the world, they're the hardest to piece together. Jean, greetings from South Africa. Greetings from New Zealand, mate. Oisin. Is it Oisin? Apologies if I've got that wrong. Mr. Try for Scotland, was it good? Thank you, mate. It was your man, Duhan van der Merwe, pretending he was a loose forward, busting it up the guts. So, yeah. It was a proper bit of momentum. However, as Morgan said, he kind of busted it up, went to ground, and then it's hard to know how much time elapsed because it was in slow motion and then there's a movement forward. In real time, it may have looked fine, but in slow motion, it looked pretty dodgy, I will say. But anyway, another try for Duhan. Possible double movement says, is it Chelena or Helena? Yeah. Yeah. The DuPont-Russell encounter was very exciting. I know, they should probably leave that to the forwards, to be honest. Greetings from France, says, is it Pierre, the Clermont fan? Scotland game, not the first time Wales what? Kieran. So almost like Kieran, but Kieran. Okay, I'll try to put that one in the memory banks. I will try. Greetings from the south of France. Love your content. Thank you, man. Thank you. Hope Russell made Dupont angry. He needs to wake up. Dupont, Serge, has been relatively quiet compared to how much impact he usually has on the game. 2 movements. Wasn't a try. Ref only saw the ball grounded. Yeah, it was a tough one. As a completely unbiased person, I think Wayne Barnes is having a bit of a shocker. I'm surprised how long it took Scotland to get a card. I will say it. How do you afford all those shirts and a sofa? A lot of those shirts were sent to me by very generous people, and virtually every single one that I bought is either second hand or it was end of season on more than half price discount. I can probably count on one hand how many jerseys I bought full price, man. I don't buy them full price. They're too expensive. $150 here in New Zealand for a new rugby jersey is a stupid amount of money to play, but it's not unique to New Zealand. They're expensive everywhere. Put the French jersey on. It's there. It's waiting. It's waiting for the review video, maybe. Maybe, we'll see. Speaking of refs, Nigel Owens was on a political show last night. He made more sense than the politicians. Is that right? My mum told me he was on The Chase, which is that like quiz show, and he bombed out real bad. She said maybe he should stick to rugby. I don't know. I haven't seen it. Greetings from Romania. Hoping for a miracle against Georgia on Sunday. Actually, yeah. What time is that game on? I need to see if I can watch that game. I know I've got the Pro 14 final to watch on Sunday, which is Leinster Munster, which should be a cracking one as well. Barnes got in trouble for the Premiership for 2 reds, 1 controversial, so I think he's sceptical of UCM. Maybe he's a bit gun shy now, eh? If he's gotten too much criticism. He's a funny fellow, Nigel. Okay. I've always wondered why rugby jerseys are so expensive in Australia and New Zealand. I remember buying... Where is it? One of my Blues ones. Is it this one? I bought this one years ago. And again, it was like $150 new in New Zealand. And from the UK, with the shipping, cost me like $80. And I was like, this is stupid. We're getting ripped off. So... yeah, I very rarely buy them from the New Zealand stores because they rip us off, man. It's mental. Big fan from America in Russia. Whoa, interesting. Good man. Jerseys are expensive everywhere. Yes, Yuri, Matt, they are expensive everywhere. But I feel like, especially in New Zealand, I don't know. At this point, there's no way France is getting a bonus point unless they can score 2 tries during the yellow card, says Ajax. You might be right. They do have pretty much 10 minutes to get things underway. They'll need to start fast. American football jerseys are very expensive in the States. Expensive in all sports. Yeah, I bought an NHL jersey once, and I remember it being very expensive too, and that was end of season as well. You should buy them $15 on AliExpress. Some of them are okay. I know there's a few A-grade fakes. I would rather buy them second-hand, personally. I'd rather buy a second-hand one that just looks the part, a good condition, and yeah, it's the price of a fake one, but it's the legit one. Williams says, come on, Scotland, win it for us, Welshmen. Yeah. Why don't you react about top 14? I hope I can at some point, man, because currently my day job is still pretty busy, but that's going to be coming to a conclusion soon. So hopefully I can watch a bit more rugby. Top 14, Pro 14, Premiership, all these ones I would like to see more. What are your opinion about France kicking for post when they need tries? I guess they want to win the game first, and they figured it was still early enough to start ticking the scoreboard over. Don't read this comment out loud. Okay, I won't do that, man. I'll keep that to myself. Still 40 minutes? Yeah, man, heaps can happen in 40 minutes. There's still heaps of time. Still heaps of time. We're not done yet. Impossible is not French, at least. I mean, look at last week. It looked like France, when they got that red card, and you would have said France are dead and buried. Not only do they need to come back, but they need to do it with a man down. And then what happened? Yeah. Watching on DAZN here in Canada. No DAZN in New Zealand. No, all of our stuff is on Sky Sport. All the rugby is on Sky Sport. Pretty much. It's different from the UK Sky Sport as well. So it's a locally owned one. Are you leaving the day job or it's just seasonally busy? I'm leaving that job. So I'm soon to be unemployed, which is okay because they are paying me out to leave my job. So I will have a wee bit of a buffer. We'll see. Hopefully I won't need to sell my jersey collection to live. Predictions for Leinster, Munster, mate. I haven't even seen the teams, eh? That's on my to-do list for today. That's on my to-do list, so yeah. Are all the big guns back? I would imagine they are. Fleshman's still traumatized over last week, yeah. Still thrilled to discover your channel with the tournament. Great job, love rugby. Appreciate that, man. This Six Nations has been crazy, eh? It has been crazy. Doing YouTube full time, mate. I'll try it, eh? Like YouTube doesn't really make enough money to live on. It makes enough money to buy jerseys and stuff like that, but I'll try it for a wee bit because they've given me redundancy, so I'll have a wee bit of a buffer to live on. So it'll make the fall a bit easier. I'll see if I can spend some more time on it to kind of, I don't know, do better content, but we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. What do you think if France were included in the Lions? How many France would make the starting 15? Bloody hell, it's hard enough to pick the Lions with those 4 countries, let alone adding another one. Certainly a few of them would make it. Right, it looks like we're about to get underway. And it seems to have stopped raining. Respect you for having a Welsh shirt in the background. I need to, man. These are the 3 teams who are of interest at the moment. I will support you like a husband supports a wife through childbirth. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. The Welsh shirt is to bring luck. You could say that. I don't know. How am I ahead of you? Alan, I don't know. I'm behind everybody else. You're the only one. Right. And we are about to go. Kickoff, second half. James. Hello from Ireland, my friend. I hope you're enjoying the match. Have a beer. I will switch for beer come this evening. Thank you, brother. Still on the water for the moment. Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. I hope you're looking forward to the game tomorrow. So we'll have pretty much 9 minutes with 15 on 14. Scotland have got the ball though, so Every second they're running down here is good for them and good for Wales. Hamish Watson has got to play for the Lions. Rugby Clips, I agree. I would pick him at 7. I know people love Curry. I know people love Tipperick. But man, for me it's Watson. What can I say? The Lions are blessed for depth in that kind of area. You can pick any of them and you're fine. I mean, the Irish got a bunch of good 7s as well, to be fair. Imagine if Dan Levy was fit. I know he's been coming back, but he's not been playing enough regular rugby, eh? Munster fan as well. Okay, big game for you tomorrow then. Favourite Six Nations team in general, or my impartial? In general, traditionally, it's been Wales, because I have a Welsh surname. So I've always felt some kind of connection to Wales. But I've never been to any of the countries. So, yeah, it's not a real strong connection, but that is what it is. Besides my favourite player, Tyke Byrne. Oh man, he's a legend. I am probably going to watch Leinster Munster. Well, not probably. Let's make it a definitely. I'm definitely going to watch Leinster Munster tomorrow, mate. Hopefully from a couch. Hopefully. Although I don't know how the couch would work with the whiteboard, to be honest. I'll work it out. I may not do the whiteboard thing. I may just sit in comfort. Unsubscribe. Yeah. Neil, nobody's been red carded. Only Stuart Hogg's been yellow carded. Right, here is a testing period for Scotland. France are on attack just outside the 22. Extra man. They're hitting the ball at pace every time, the French runners. Vakatawa decides to take it slow. Fiku out on the wing. Cuts back inside. Not held. Holy smokes. There might be a turnover. No, quick ball. They tried to hold Fiku up to get a turnover, but they just mauled him forward. Oh, he slipped. Did Bai go for a dummy there, or am I just misreading that? Tupou, Vakatawa. Bloody hell. 6 phases. It feels like more. Seven phases. Oh, Scotland have won a penalty at the breakdown. Big moment. How did they not score there, man? Probably should have scored. Probably should have scored. You think of a name for the couch. So far, the couch is going to be named after Allard, J.P. Morris, and April Tui, I think. I don't know how I'm going to work it. I'll work out a name for the couch. How the heck did they not score here? They had a 2-on-1. France often wear white at home to Scotland, kind of like how New Zealand often play off colour to France. Yeah, there's not many teams in New Zealand have to change the colour for. It's usually these two, though. If France has got quite a dark blue jersey, then we have to switch. Otherwise, there's a clash. into mark. Oh, here's France. Bloody hell. They've upped the tempo, man. France want to make the most of this yellow, but they haven't scored any points yet during this period. Vakatawa with the chicken wing. Pinot. Oh my goodness, what a try. Holy smokes. They'll check something, but bloody hell. Far out. And Jess's window's broken? What the hell, man? That's a try all day long. All day long. Shonik has said beautiful. And he is 100% correct. That's the way you do it. Oh my goodness. That's one of the tries of the tournament, that one, man. Amazing. Which team do you support in the Premiership? I'll answer this one, and then it's like unsubscribe. Traditionally, always missed the conversion. It's been Bath, because the first jersey I ever got sent was a Bath supporters one. So there you go. April Tui, I will let you know when they kick off after this try, because the clock's not moving at the moment. Oh yeah, it was 47 minutes. Second try. They've just kicked off, so 47-25. Jack staying subbed. Okay, good man. Still 2 minutes for the yellow card. Big box kick from Dupont. If he doesn't score a try, he gets a penalty try and 7. That's true, Daniel. Yeah. So that's kind of cost them too. Bloody hell, he had the distance with that drop goal attempt. What on earth? Wasn't... it was a wee bit away, wasn't it? If you send a die cap, where you wear it? What's a die cap? Die young? If he doesn't score the try, France get a penalty try in the conversion, and also Wales get a yellow card. Scotland get a yellow card for professional foul. That's a bad decision. You're an Ulster fan overall. There, forget Bath and Wales. I do love watching John Kearney. What can I say? Everyone's at 48-56, even me. A die cap is a traditional flat cap Welsh common folk wear. Really? I need to have a look. Die cap. Okay. I don't know how common these are in New Zealand. I reckon I could pull it off. People might think I'm a bit hipster over here wearing that, to be fair. But I'm sure I can pull it off. I used to wear a pink shirt to work. I could pull that off, you know. Hollywood's at work watching on the cell phone. Watching Monster Letter tomorrow, absolutely. Let's do it. That's going to be epic. Grow a beard, bro. I can't grow a beard to save my life. Scrum penalty against France for that one. That'll be the yellow card. Over. Bloody hell, look at George Turner holding his thumb like that. Hipster, I wear mine without shame every day. Maybe that's just a common thing in Wales. I don't know. Like I would pretty rarely see one over here. It might be pulled off me. You might be right. Do not grow a beard. Don't worry, able to. There's no chance of me growing a beard. Actually, my wife and I had a deal years ago because I grew a goatee and like a pathetic mustache when my brother was getting married. Because in his wedding photos, I wanted to have stupid facial hair because I'm a brother, you know. And after I shaved it, my wife said, you can't ever grow facial hair again. And I said, if I can get back below 100 kilos, then I will have the right to grow facial hair. That's our deal. And I've got down from like 110, 14, I think, during lockdown to like 102. So I'm getting there, folks. I'm getting there. Johnny, thank you, man. For that, we're still getting Stuart Turner's thumb sorted out. Appreciate that, bud. Thank you kindly. Elid, man. Save some money for yourself. I appreciate that. And your die cap? Maybe. Here's to being SHIT brother. Yeah, that was pretty much me. I've tried to make up for it in recent years. But yeah, I was a pretty average brother for many a year. Let me know if you want me to send you one and I'll sort it out. I can't promise it'll be instant. No worries, man. I reckon I could do it. I don't know what I would wear it with. A Welsh jersey? Would that fit? If I wore that with the cap, or is that not a thing? Goatee time. I'm sporting a trucker stash. Nice. Cesaro, greetings from Panama. How's it going, Victoria? How you doing? We're 50 minutes and 20 seconds in here. The yellow card period is over. Only 5 points conceded, which will be pleasing to Scotland and also Wales fans. Scotland are on attack inside the French 22. If it looks good with the Welsh jersey, then go on. I got a big head. Not all caps fit me. If they do sizing, I don't know. My grandpa wore one of those. Wasn't called a die cap in Canada. What's it called in the rest of the world? Scotland are bloody close here. It's got to be like 5 phases. Eight phases. What do the Scots do here? Ferguson. Looks good with a waistcoat and trousers. They got advantage. Has Graham gone or nah? Bo, yes, I am from New Zealand. Indeed. Not all caps fit you. I have the same problem with clown shoes. The dreaded bum fluff is kind of what I get when I try to grow a mustache, man. Why? Hold on a second here. Where says goatee fund, buy yourself some lettuce. Is this so I can lose weight? Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Or does lettuce have facial hair growing properties? Thank you, weird face, man. $18.13. Whiteboard update is needed. Wales fans have just breathed a slightly bigger sigh of relief, but yeah, there's still heaps of game to play. In predictions, I mean, Kai, I had France winning by a pretty comfortable margin, but not by 21. Price puts up a big box kick. Is it going to be too big? No, no, no. Holy smokes. Pinot's just counter-attacking with confidence. Holy smokes, what's going on? Oh, he didn't pass it. They're back to halfway, though, after being under heaps of pressure. Vakatawa. Oh, Julian Olivon. Fiku puts the hammer down. He beats Darcy Graham. They're into the 22. You'll burn more calories eating lettuce than you get from it. Okay, so that's the way to get below 100 kilos. Get down that final 2 kgs right. I'll do that. Actually, I want to grow some lettuce. Oh, the kick there for Fico. He doesn't get it. Russell just boots it back downfield. It's hectic, man. Hectic. Do I have a Bath jersey? I have an away one. I don't have a home one, but I do have an away one. It's like a pretty much all white one. It's madness at the moment, folks. Eat a lot of fiber and cut out the oil. You lose it in no time. Interesting about April 2. I've just stopped eating rubbish, eh? I don't drink soft drinks anymore. I just don't go to the bakery to buy pies. Lamingtons. So, yeah. Got a garden, nice. Quasi, I've got a lawn, a very small lawn at the moment, but I hope to turn it into a bit of a garden. JP, I am at 55.19, but the clock is actually stopped at the moment. Shah is coming on. Also, the sofa, man, the couch is on the way today, JP. Believe it or not, it happened. Want to play safe because I don't know how YouTube monitor this stuff, but 2 cents wants to grow some greenery. I was thinking more just some lettuce, maybe some cauliflower, broccoli. I was trying to get rid of the weeds rather than grow weeds, if you know what I mean. Very good news, the couch. Glad to hear it. Yeah, man. My bum will be on a cushion at some point today, hopefully. Bro, here goes Sam Johnson. Haven't seen him all game. He's a meter out. Watson's going backwards. That doesn't happen very often. I was 130 kilos ago, 2 years ago, and now I'm 100. Cycling did it. Oh man, nice. I don't have a bike, but that's good. Yeah, good to not. Well, it's good to get that difference, eh? Like, I was starting to get pretty bloated at 114 kilos. People were leaving comments like, man, those jerseys are getting a bit tight, eh? They were. They really were. Do you get cravings for junk food? Jezza, my secret is I don't buy them when I walk past, but I do get the feeling that I want them when I sit home at night. But if I haven't bought them, I can't eat them, eh? It's pretty much that simple. Not growing weed, Lawrence, man. Not growing weed. Getting rid of weeds. Growing lettuce and cabbage and stuff is what I want to do. Scotland are 11 phases, by the way, as we talk about gardening. France have not got a turnover. Slow ball Turner. God, he's had a lot of runs. Need a jersey update video. Yeah, at some point, man. I've been doing them on Patreon, but I'll do one for YouTube once I finish the Patreon ones. Turner again. He's lost his headgear. Cycling and swimming both nice for the joints. Yeah, I've got a bum knee, so I think swimming is a good one for me. Or just work in the garden, eh? That'll do well. Back for a penalty. Off the feet, the French guys. Whew. Vakatawa goes in, but he's a bit low. Oh man. Still can't go swimming here, so annoying. You love swimming, is that right? Oh. Scotland are 11 phases while we talk about gardening, Luke. Yep, that's the title. That's the review of the video. Tim cycles because your knees are gone. Yeah, man, my knee, it's just like an age thing, eh? I've had an x-ray, but I probably need to get an MRI'd because it's just not good, eh? It's a bit of a bum one, just getting old. Alan's applied for 2 jobs today in New Zealand. Good man. What kind of jobs? Currently, Wales are top of the table as they put the screen up. Scotland is still 4th, 1 above England. Novmum, good morning. Yes, it is a close game. Big Scottish line out. Dave Cherry got a couple of tries against Italy. He'll be hungry for that whitewash. Oh, radiographer. That's right. Sorry, bro. Yeah, I forgot. We talked about that. That'll be an essential job over here, so that should get fast-tracked more than a lot of other jobs. Where's Old Zealand? It's in the Netherlands. It's just called Zeeland, I think. Zealand. Rugby, beards, and gardening. Your channel has reached its peak. Bro, we've done beers. Goodness knows, what else have we done? Parenting. I'm sure all kinds of stuff, man. Yeah, Teddy Thomas, come on. Radiographer has no ready use for an MR on the knee. True enough. I had the knee x-rayed, but the x-ray didn't show nothing. Roaches a few weeks back. I haven't had any cockroaches since then. So, good times. My parents went to Zealand to go to Switzerland. Nice. Yellow card warning time, folks. I think it's starting to look pretty good for Wales. I think you'll find radiographers do MRIs. Oh man, I don't know how it works. I thought they did x-rays. Novmum's going to the Chiefs game tonight against the Blues. Right, Hawass is coming off. That's another maul. Oh, Dave Cherry, what did I say? He scored tries. He's got an eye for the whitewash, and boomfa, he is over. The scoreline is tied up. They're going to check something. Wants to check the grounding. I'm a therapeutic radiographer, X-rays treating cancer patients. Right. So not old guys with bum knees. They're going to check it because the ball just kind of pops out, eh? It's a French hand on it. It comes off Ribage's nose, and Cherry with those hands. What reactions. Unbelievable. The serial try scorer is right. It looks like Dave Cherry, James, mate. It's going to be a try time all day. Surely. Just give the bloody thing. Comes off his schnoz. What reactions. Still looking at it. Still looking at it. France need a miracle to win the Six Nations now, Matthew. That's right. It looks pretty tough. Can I write this on the board? It's got to be a try. Score is still 18-13, but we're waiting for the TMO to award this try. Cherry. That's a big mountain to climb for the French from here. They've got to win the game first. (20-18), John, is it? Does he get the conversion? I think one of my children might be crying. Maybe a French supporting child. Kick is good. You're a wee bit behind you, big yin. I know, mate. I know. Too far away from the game. I'm on the wrong side of the world. They've just kicked the conversion where I am. It is 20 points to 18. About 30 seconds delay. That's all right. I don't mind that. Jeff Cherry is the new Keith Wood. Yeah. TMO like the VAR in football. Man, that TMO decision took too long. Come on, man. Wales got off scot-free. Goodness me. 20 minutes, 20 points required. Not looking good for France. Give them another year to grow. Oh, definitely. And the Six Nations, their results the last couple of years have been close, right? This is 2 Six Nations competitions. They've been like playing to win it in their last game, but just had too much to do. Maybe. Sam, mate, your Canes finally got a win. Indeed. The Highlanders did not look the part last night. Die-hard Welsh fan here, says Carl. I really want to see Scotland finish second. Not just for us, but for the Scots. Please stop saying it's a mountain. Okay. And April Tui says, what do France need to do to win the tournament? They need to get a bonus point win, so they need 2 more tries. And then they need to win by 21 points is the simplest way. There's other possibilities, but that's the simplest way for it. Hogg looks like he's hobbling. I'll have to keep an eye out. I didn't notice. France winning this year would arguably be peaking too early. Oh, April 2, it gets worse. It's like if they win by 20, but they score 6 tries, I think they win it. If they score 5 tries, exactly 5 tries, and they win by 20, then I think it's a shared title. It's like, there's too many possibilities, but yeah. But JP, yes, we're saying they have a chance. They have a chance. Shane's calling it a miracle, but it's still a chance. Quasi said it's not going to happen. One in a million. We're getting Star Wars referencey here. Kilts are good for your ball. Okay. That's good to know. That's good to know. I'll wear a die cap with one of those. Never tell me the odds. Oh man, I need to think of a Star Wars line which is relevant. Oh yeah, the daughter's definitely crying. She was back in France. Certain as France have proved they don't deserve the cup this season. Maybe next season, man. They are what I would say is they are there or thereabouts. The fact that they're in the title conversation in the last game 2 years in a row means they're not far away. We can all agree whatever happens, Wales have exceeded pre-tournament expectations. Absolutely. And Jean just ate an entire watermelon. My wife would be on the same page as you. She loves eating watermelon. Streaming the Blues, there's Arvo. Sam, I reckon I shall. Shat throws it into the line out. It's maul time. It's trucking up. It's going back. Trucking back up. What do you do here, France? You need to score. I got advantage. Dupont. Try time, Rabage. Man. That was almost too easy. Watermelon. How can you hate watermelon, April Tui? And you, Viable. Come on. Is he going to miss this one or is he going to get it? James says he misses it. He's missed it. He has missed it. Back in front, but still a long way to go on the points difference. Watermelon tastes bland, but I don't hate it. Man, you're not buying the right watermelons. Victoria, France need to at least score another try to get that bonus point. That's their one, and then they'll need more points after that. Novmum likes dates. I'm not a big fan of dates. Oh, Ryan Wilson gets on. Good man. 50th cap for him after a hell of a layoff from international rugby. Grow some juicy watermelons in my garden. I think I won't get enough sunlight for that. New Zealand's not the best. Dried fruit for the win. How is it? We're sitting here watching, like, we're 13 minutes away from knowing who's going to win the Six Nations. France are one try away from a bonus point. What is it? And here, like, I like dates. Watermelons, yeah. I'm not complaining. It's a good thing. Bananas. I'm out of bananas. I ate the last banana yesterday. My wife was looking for the bananas and I could say, I ate the last one. Fruit is important. Oh, bloody hell. Sorry. I did make a mistake. 23. Thank you. Raisins are grim. I don't mind raisins. Grapes are good. And Sean just started a watermelon debate. Yeah, you did. It was all your fault because you ate an entire watermelon. And Luke was right about the title for the video, yes. Right, man, can Scotland go back in front here? Scotland want to win this game. Oh, they can't even win the line-out. Nobody jumped. They forgot to jump. Coach Killer, absolutely, man. What are you doing? South African watermelon is awesome. Not all watermelon is created equal, it's true. When I was living in China, because they grow in summer, it's so hot where I was living, there's trucks, like utes. What do you call utes in the rest of the world? Is it called a ute? Pickup trucks? With just like a mountain of watermelons in the back. I know allergy didn't want me to say mountain, but a mountain of watermelons in the back, and they sell them cheap as. How does it feel to watch a Six Nations game at a decent time, Big T? It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I got out of bed at my normal time. I crawled out of bed as the sun came up. My kids were mucking around. No, it's good. Mr. Welshman. Phone's about to die. Buy some mineral water. Man, tap water. What can I say? Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man. Charge your phone. Don't let it go below 25%. Ten minutes to go. The water is clean in New Zealand. It is. It is pretty clean. Thanks, Dad. What can I say? I'm a dad. Scotland 6 phases. France may have turned that over. Nope. Richie. It's 9 phases. Your phone's at 65%. Good, man. That's the way to keep it in that middle zone. Oh, 10 phases, but they get turned over. Ooh, there's an injury. Wales definitely 0-11 in the current score. There's only 9.5 minutes to go. Blue 10s. What's Finn Russell done? Finn Russell has put his arm into Brice Dulon. He's gonna get in trouble here. Red or yellow, it's not going to matter because there's only 10 minutes to go. Either Carter's game is over. Exactly, Jezza. Exactly. Controversial. At least it's like the 70th minute, not the 7th minute, right? That's been something to be thankful for. Forget about the tournament, focus on winning. Indeed. Red card. That's going to affect him for Racing 92. Russell smiling and apologizes, but that is what it is. Bit harsh. It's just the way they referee the game now, man. But again, because it's the 70th minute, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it matters for him, for his career, for his he's going to be suspended for his club game. But yeah. Is this a chance for France? Remember they had a man up in the game last week, and what did they do? Sorry to mention that for the Welsh fans, but surely France can't do Wales like that 2 weeks in a row. Didn't need to hear that. Oh, cracking my fingers. Sorry, I didn't know that would be picked up on the microphone. Over for France. I was gunning for them until I saw Garces and a big worry for them. How long left in the game? We're at 72-10. Adam Hastings has just come on. Alan says 3 tries in 10 minutes. Surely not. How many tries has France had? They've got 3. 3 tries. Advantage for Scotland, yeah. Scotland has honestly been pretty good in this game. I think better than we thought. World Rugby is going to have to adopt the same red card rules that Super Rugby have. You reckon it's a yellow card. Serran's just come on. (14v14). Man, Scotland are going to be gunning for a first win in Paris since 1999. Very brief cameo for Scrum, it's true. Oh, turnover for France. Party like it's 1999. So happy Wales are going to win, says Fab Fam. The adjudication is time France can't spare. Yeah, I think the time factor's too tight now. A lot of penalties, yeah. 26 in this game so far. Don't think either side wants to win, says David. Neither side's been able to get on a huge period of momentum in the last kind of 15 minutes. Penalty, scrum penalty for France. They need to be quick. France is winning 23-20 at the moment. There's 4.5 minutes to go. I think France are just going for the game, man, at the moment. Honestly, you can't be thinking to score that many points. Thomas. I need to scrum half. Looks like Dulon's going to play scrum half. Yeah. He's not got the crispest pass in the world, but he's doing alright. Duhan. Another penalty. It's gone a bit custard in the last kind of 10 minutes, folks. It's definitely yours, Wales, but the game is still in the balance. Don't know what France were doing, kicking penalties in the first half, needing to go for tries. Maybe Galtier just told them to get the win, first and foremost. They're only 3 points ahead, so... Yeah, the Welsh fans have started to... Yeah, you can celebrate now. Crack open a beer. I think we can pretty safely call it that there's not going to be enough points scored in the next 2 minutes to do anything to your title. Yeah, Scotland want to get a win, man. Let's not forget about that. Haven't won in Paris for ages. Tomo cuts back. He's under pressure. I'm French, but not bitter. Congrats to Wales. Great tournament. Yeah, that's the way to do it, man. But like I said, France in 2 Six Nations in a row now have been very close. So there's still plenty to like about this. And remember, it was a tournament where like Jalibert got to have a good run at 10. So we've seen a bit of growth. Scotland, man, after that first win, were a bit of a letdown. But this game has still been pretty encouraging, man, because me included, I thought Scotland were going to get pumped by a bit more than this. Like, they could still bloody win it. I thought they would lose by at least 5-10 points, probably more. But no, they've been good. They've been class. One minute left. Chip and chase. The French have got it. England finished 5th. Italy 6th. Oh, Scotland have won a penalty. They'll have one crack at it. They'll have a crack to get down the French end. Time to start celebrating for Wales, eh? Definitely. England finished 5th. The best thing about this year's Six Nations. What will it take for Italy to win this year's Six Nations? The maths are pretty hard. They're on 0. I think Wales are on 20. So, yeah, it'll be tough, I think. Well, I guess Welsh fans, if you got a Scottish mate, you probably owe them a beer. One last chance for Scotland to get the win. Price. Xander Ferguson's played the whole game. He might have been turned over. No. Oh, they're getting closer. They're going blindside again. Watson's not been able to find the same. Oh, they've knocked it on. What do France do here? Scotland got a penalty. I don't know what the hell France were doing. You can't get... Why would you not just kick it out? You can't win the tournament. Don't you want to win the game? Why wouldn't you just kick it out? Is there anything to be gained by trying to get one more try? Not really. What? Why not kick it out? Yeah, I don't understand. What's going on, JP? I don't know, man. I'm confused. What is the decision-making process here? The Scottish Maul's trucking it up. And then Price will box kick it just to make us all go mental. Nah, he's done the sensible thing. Saran could actually get back on the field if this keeps going. If there's another penalty. Duhan. No, he's monstered. Ferguson. They're still like 7 meters away. Hastings. Dummy. 6 meters out. Cherry wants another one. 5 meters out. Bloody hell, folks. Back to 6 meters out. What is going on? 83 minutes in. The yellow card time is up. 4 meters out. How many phases is it, man? I want the phase clock counter thingy. That's a high tackle, surely. No. Wilson. France have got to release it. Wayne Barnes is being lenient, I guess. Hogg. He gets around his man 3 meters away. I can't look away, folks. Goodness me, they're like 16 phases. Watson. Nah, he's going backwards today. Oh my goodness. "18 phases. I can't look at the chat. How close can they keep going? They're spinning it. Space out wide. Duhan! 20 phases and he's over. Unbelievable. Are you kidding? Oh my God. Oh. Wow, I was right, folks. Holy smokes. First time since 1999. Pinot couldn't stop him from there. Patrick, you're right. It's amazing. We've had 2 cracking ends to 2 games in 2 weeks, right, man? Oh, last week it was... Look at Hogg! Oh, my goodness. Last week it was France on the reverse doing it to Wales, and now it's Scotland doing it back to France. Far out. Was it like 83? Whoa. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Cracking game. I didn't pick it. My Super Brew's way wrong now. And he has got it. Crazy, folks. Dula, man. He's going to regret that one, but jeez. Well done, Scotland. Well done, Wales. I mean, good effort, France. They're still a team which is improving, but that'll be a pretty brutal one. Good game. Very good game. Pretty pleased with that one. The tournament, yeah, as CGM says, the tournament itself has been a cracker. A proper good tournament, eh? A lot of good matches. I mean, Italy's obviously a bit of a disappointment, but other than that, yeah, everything else has been pretty good about it. England fans won't be too happy, but still, yeah. Crazy. How entertaining was the Six Nations call? 100%, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And good lessons for France, like April 26th, about what to do under pressure, communication, having a plan. Like, that's something they'll learn from. If they are in a similar situation at a World Cup where, I don't know, you know, they got this to look back on. So, yeah. Yeah. Whew. Okay, folks. I will do a review of this game and then wait for my couch to arrive. What a day. First win for Scotland in Paris since 1999, and I'm getting a couch. Happy days. Happy, happy days. You guys all take care. I think it's probably getting pretty late where you guys are. If you're over in Europe, if you're over this side of the world, it's the start of your day, almost lunchtime even. So, can you hear my son? He's going bananas. He's loving the Scottish win. But yeah. The Blues Adelaide are playing 7 o'clock New Zealand time, so 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 8 hours from now. So yeah, go have a sleep, get up and watch it. Cool. You guys all take care of yourselves, and I'll see you again for another one, hopefully sometime soon, from the couch, hopefully. Yes, JP. All right, see you guys.